Hello and welcome to Piano with Melanie. In today's video I will show you how to add beautiful fills and runs to your piano playing. You know, these little runs that will make your playing sound more interesting and more impressive, and that you can add between the chords. So make sure to watch until the end, because I have a special bonus tip waiting for you. And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any new videos. And if you liked it, give the video a thumbs up, it really helps. So let's jump right in. We will use the following chords: C major, A minor 7, F major 7 sus2 and G major. And maybe this sounds a little bit complicated, but don't worry, it's easier than it looks. So here comes the trick. In the right hand, you will play a C major triad in the second inversion over the first 3 bars. And in the last bar, there you will play a G major chord in root position. Okay? That means in bar 1, we will play 1, 2, 3, 4. Then in bar 2 again 1, 2, 3, 4. In bar 3 again 1, 2, 3, 4. And in the last bar we switch to our G major triad. And we will play it 4 times too. Now in your left hand we will play the root notes of the indicated chords in octaves. That means in the first bar we will play C for C major, then we go to A for A minor 7, then we go to the F for the F major 7 sus2, and then we end on G for the G major chord. And now the magic can begin. Here is what it sounds like when we put both hands together now. So we will start in the right hand with C major in the second inversion. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now only the left hand goes to A. Now only the left hand goes to F. And now we go to G major. Once again we start on C major. Then only the left hand moves. Only the left hand moves. And now we go to G major in the right hand, and also for the root note in the left hand. Okay, and like this, it's really easy. You can think of it like you start with C major, then you play C over A, then you play C over F, and at the end you play G major. Like this we expressed these difficult chords with simple slash chords. By the way, you can download the sheet music for this tutorial for free. You can find the link down in the video description. Now let's have a look at our first beautiful piano run, okay? We will use only 4 notes for that run. We will use the F, the E, then we go to the C, and then to the G. So just practice them a few times until it feels easy to play. And we will add this fill at the end of our chord progression. That means in the last bar on beat 4. So we play our little fill in 16th notes, because 4 16th notes fit into 1/4 note, right? That means we have to count like this. We count 1, 2, 3, 4 E enter. Okay, so let's try this directly in the last bar. We play the G major chord 3 times, and then the run starts on beat 4. So let's practice only the right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4 E enter 1. Okay, on the 1 you are on the C major in the second inversion again. So 1, 2, 3, 4E and a 1. And for sure you can count the 16th notes over the whole bar too. That means we are counting 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1. Okay, once again, 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1. Okay, all right. So practice this in a loop until you feel safe. And now we will play the full chord progression with this run and then repeat the progression once more. 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1. Okay, all right. By the way, you can add this little fill also in every bar on beat 4. That would sound like this. Okay? But here the danger is that you will overdo this and then it doesn't sound really surprising when you add this fill to every bar. But we will come back to this later. Before we come to fill number 2 now, let's ask ourselves which notes we used here for the fills. Because, you know, piano fills aren't usually written in the sheet music, and that's why you really have to understand how to build them by your own. And that's so easy. Look, we are in the key of C major, and when we give every note of the C major scale a number, then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? And then we can have a look which is our magic number code to build this beautiful fill. Look, we used the 4. This is our first note of the fill. Then we went to the third note. Then we went to the 1 and then to the 5. So we are playing a 4, 3, 1, 5 fill in the key of C major when we start to think in scale degrees or intervals. And if you want to know how to play such a chord progression in any other key you want and how to transfer fills like this into any other key spontaneously, then make sure to have a look at my in-depth online course called Modern Piano 1. You will find the link below in the video description, and I would really love to see you inside the course, because look, this would be possible for you. Then you could easily transfer this, let's say, into the key of A major. Isn't this amazing? Because this system works for all other keys too. But now let's have a look at piano run number 2. This time we will use 2 16th note groups in a row. That means we start already on beat 3 and play it one time. And then we just copy it and play it another time. So we will play it like 1, 2, 3E and a 4E enter. And we will apply this to the last bar at the G major chord again, okay? So we will play the G major chord twice, 1, 2, and then on beat 3 the run begins. 3E and 4E and. That means in the last bar we play 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1. Okay? Practice this a few times in a row. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1. So this is how it sounds with both hands. We start again. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and 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 1. Okay? So I think this is really amazing because it's a little bit longer, this fill, and like this it's sounding as if it would be more complex. But in reality it's totally easy to play. And for sure you could, when you really want to practice this fill, you could insert it at any bar on beat 3, okay, that you are playing. 1 and 2 and 3E and 4E and 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 1. Okay? So just in case you want to use this fill a little bit more intense. Now comes the most beautiful version. We will split the run over 2 octaves. That means we will start with the first group of 16th notes just an octave higher. That means we will start here. And then we will cross our fingers a little bit and start with the pinky here again. And this in one whole run. 3E and 4E and you really have to practice this, that it sounds smooth, okay? So really try to move your hand early so that your hand is ready for the next group. Yeah, that you really, as soon as you land here on the thumb, that you are getting closer with your pinky here so that you can reach the second group just 1 octave lower. And you can also add a little accent on the F. Okay? Like this, the rhythm will be easier to apply. 3E and 4E and because then you don't lose the orientation where the 3 and the 4 is. 3E and 4E and 3E and 4E and 1. Okay, all right. So that means when we look at the last bar, we will play 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1. Okay? 1 and 2 and 3E and 4E and 1. Okay? Once again. 1 and 2 and 3E and 4E and 1. And if you want, you can also insert this fill in every bar on beat 3. So that means we would play 1 and 2 and 3E and 4E and 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 1. And now, as promised, here is your extra tip. So you can add small embellishments within the chords to keep your playing a little bit more fresh. By the way, if you haven't downloaded the free PDF with the sheet music yet, then just check the video description. There you will find the link and you can download it very easily. And I think it will help you to practice more comfortably at home. But now back to the bonus tips. For example, you could do the following embellishment. You could, instead of playing the C major, you could switch to C sus2 and then go to C major. 4 and. Okay, that means in the first bar you could play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, just on the 4. 4 and. First these 3 notes and then you go with your pinky on the E. Okay, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, this is the first thing you could do. Then I show you a second trick. In the second bar you could play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and. Okay, so here on the beat 4 we will play 4 E and. There we start on the G and the D, and then we just play around the D here. Yeah, D, E, D, C, D, E, D, C, D, E, D, C. Okay, and together it sounds like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and. Okay, sounds really nice. And then in the third bar you could do the following thing. There you could play 4 E and. Okay, so you start on G and C, and then you just go up those 3 notes, C, D, E. Okay, C, D, E. And the rhythm goes like this: 4 E and. 4 E and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and. And in the last bar, I would suggest that there we will insert the big fill that goes over 2 octaves, 3 E and 4 E and. Yeah, so we play 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 E and. All right, so I would say let's put these embellishments and runs together, and then you will see how much variation we will get. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 E and 1. Now let's do it one last time and count the 16th notes during the whole bars, okay? So that we start 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E. If you enjoyed these piano runs, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss a new video. And if you would like to learn how to turn simple chords into beautiful piano music, I highly recommend watching this video next. In this video, I will show you a beautiful chord trick you really should know. So have fun and happy playing!